Hello friends, so this is Santanu and today we are here to discuss about SSIS, which is nothing but SQL Server Integration Services. So as we know that it is a basic ETL tool. ETL is extract, transform and load tool, and it is the service that is been provided by Microsoft to integrate our SQL Server, which is present in our local system, to directly to any services that has been provided by Microsoft, that is Azure, and we can integrate it in Azure Data Factory also, and we can also uh, perform some ETL tasks locally. So without further wasting our time, let's jump right directly into our demo project, from which you will definitely understand the SSIS part. So before jumping into the project, let me tell you that you all guys need a Visual Studio installer 2019 version. So then if you have already one installer, which is already I have one installer, but don't worry if you do not have it, because I will put the installer link in the description box, so you can download it over there. So if you have the Visual Studio installer, then simply go to the Windows search box and type installer and you will get Visual Studio installer. So go into it and just wait, it will take some time to load. So you can see that it has two versions. One is the build tools for 2017 and one is the Studio Community 2019. I am using this version, so just click on modify. So now we are in the workload, so we need to scroll down a little bit. So you can see here there is one other toolset. So in the other toolset version, just expand it, and here you can see that all the options have been checked, and also we need this SQL Server data tools. So we can also check it by going into the individual component. So we need to scroll down a little bit. uh, okay, so you can see that over here there is the SQL Server data tools. So I have it. So without further ado, let's click on close, and now I will close this Visual Studio installer. And we also need one extension, so I will show you how to download that extension. So here, without creating any new project, just click on continue without code. So over the extension tool, we need to click on manage extension. So yeah, so here we need to click on integration services. So here you can see that there is an option SQL Server Integration Service Projects. So I have already this version downloaded in my system, so I will not download, but for you there is one option over here to download. You can click on download and you will get the download link saved in your web browser. So here you can see that there is one feature, Microsoft Data Tools Integration Services. So after that, make sure that all of your running applications like Visual Studio Code or any background applications needs to be closed in order to install this one. Otherwise it will may show some exception, or it will may show some error. So for a safer side, you just close all of your running applications and then click on install. And after all of these installations are done, you need to download one SSIS Azure Feature Pack 2017 version. So for that I will provide the link in the description box, so you can easily download that. and after all the things are done, you just need to restart your local system in order to start with the project. So now I will again go to Visual Studio to start the project. So in the Visual Studio, we need to create a new project. So just wait for a minute, it is being loaded. So here we need to search for integration service project. So here we need to click on integration service project. So I will change the demo SSIS student ETL. So then I will create this project. So for running this project successfully, I need a sample sheets, a CSV file. So for that, okay, that is some error. So no worries, we will do that again. Okay. So first, yeah. So it has been opened. So I will go to the Google Sheets. I will create a blank sheet. Here I will give student name, math marks, science marks, and now let us take 5 sample names. So I will give any random generated marks. So if you have an Excel sheet, then it is well and good. If you don't have, you can create alongside me. So note that this is just for the understanding. So you can create a small, very small data set and it will work well and good. So let me and okay. So this is the sample sheet. I will rename it at student marks. So yeah, it has been generated. So I will download this. So you can see that it has been downloaded. So I will again go back to the Visual Studio Code. Here there is a control flow. So over here we need to add the data flow task. So this is just a drag and drop process. So you can drag that and drop it over here. So after that we need to go to the data flow. In the data flow, first uh, so these are the different options, and you can see that the Azure option has not been blinking because we are not using the Azure extension part. So if you will use that one, then we can also see the various Azure options where we can add and store it in the blob storage, or we can download it from the blob storage. We can use the feature of data lake, Azure Synapse, all of that. So for now, let's just go to the other sources. So you know that our source is a Excel sheet. So we will just click on Excel source and we will drag that and drop it over here. So after we have received one Excel source, so here we need to go to the Excel source, and here we need to provide the Excel connection manager. So we'll click on new, we'll browse. So let me give the student marks. You click on open. uh, then click on OK. So we'll give it sheet 1. So let's take a preview. Yeah, you can see the preview. So after looking at the preview, you can see that all the columns have been generated in the preview, and we need to add one additional column which will just calculate the average mark of the students. So for that we need to add 2 marks and then divide it by 2. So I will show you how to do that in over here. So let's click on close for now, and then we will click on OK. So before that we'll check the column status. So you can see all the things have been generated, and this is the type of the error output if you'll get if in case of any error. So without further ado, we will click on OK. So then we need to go for other transform. In other transform, so one these Excel sheets have been done, we need to go the other transform method, and over here we will use the check the status. So these are the various functionalities like audit, cache transform, CDC splitter, character map, and we can use all these features according to our need. But for now I need to click on derived column. So first I will create a connection. Of the derived column, then I will click over here in the derived column. I need to give the column name as average marks. Then we need to go to expression. So in the expression I will choose operator. I will drop parenthesis over here. So in parenthesis I will go to math marks. Then I will click on add. Then science marks. I will choose divide options. So just drag and drop over here. Then again, if we want, we can use the parenthesis. So inside that we'll just put 2. So let me cross check it again. So I guess I will put another bracket over here just for the safety, otherwise it may show some error. So let's hit on OK. Now we need to go to other destination. Then here I will like OLEDB destination. So we need to create a connection for that. So after completing this, we need to open our SQL Server Management Studio. So you can see that here is my server name, or we can also find our server name by just going in the view, create a, over here you can see that SQL Server Object Explorer. Just click on that. You can see that here is the server. So right click on it, click on properties. In the property there is one general settings. So here there is a connection string, so you can just copy it over here for the safety, and then just open a notepad. In the notepad, paste it over here. So this is the connection string, so I will save it. String. So after saving it, just minimize it, and then here you can see that the server name has been provided. So we'll click on connect. So after connecting it, we need to go to database. Here we need to create a new database. That is school progress report. So just click on OK. So here there is a new database has been created. So we'll go to tables. So for before that I need to open my Excel sheet. So this is the Excel sheet. Okay, then I need to go to tables. Over here we will create a new table. So it is taking some time, guys, so please wait. Okay, so it is telling that we are not responding. So now it has come. So we will go for student name. Data type is, just wait a second. Okay, it is taking some time. I guess the connection process is taking some time because it is running down or it is slow. So I will choose this in varchar max. Then I will go for math marks, like it was over here. Okay, so there is no underscore provided. I'll go for math. Click on float. So choose your data type accordingly, otherwise it may happen that it will throw some error during the time of executions. Then I will go for science marks. Click on float. Okay, now just wait a second. I need to close this one. Go to derived columns. So average marks. So okay, So this is average marks. So again we will choose float. So after completing this, we will click on save. Here we will change the table name to marks progress. We click on OK. So now we can refresh the Explorer in the it is again taking some time. So no worries, we will wait for it. I don't know why it is taking a lot of time today, guys. So please just wait. So it's taking a lot of time, guys. So I will save this again. Then I don't know why it is happening now. Usually it been getting executed very fast, but I guess due to the system connection or due to the network issue. So please have patience. Yeah, so you can see that our table has been generated. So we will right click on here. We will click on select top 1000 rows. So you can see that since the table has been null because we are not inserted any kind of data in the SQL, so the mark is not been found or the output has not been shown. So for creating a connection, we need to go back to our Visual Studio. So we'll click on OLDB destination. Here you can see there is no such connection. So we'll hit on new. So I will click on no, sorry. We'll hit on new. So here we will give a server name. So I'll open the notepad. So you just need to copy this one. Now I will paste it over here. So I'll hit on refresh. so it may take some time. So you can see that it has been refreshed. So now we will go for Windows authentication. Here we need to select the database, so it has been loaded. So school progress report, we'll test the connection. You can see that the connection has been succeeded. So we'll click on OK, OK, and OK. So still it was showing some error, so no worries, we will again check it. So now the table name has been checked. So now I guess it will not show any error. So we need to refresh it. Okay, so you can see that all the things have been fine because I have not mapped the column, so it was showing some error. So the data flow task has been saved, so we will first save this one. So before that, if we will run this one, you can see that no output can be executed because the data has not been processed yet. So after saving this one, we will save the data flow part. Now finally we can start the execution. So it is showing that the build complete, and here that this is the studio where we can observe our execution part. So you can see that all things have been executed successfully because there is a tick mark over here, and we can also check the progress as a list over here. So validation has been completed and validation has been finished. So now we need to go and again execute this part, and you will see that our data has been generated over the result. So let's hit on execute. So you can see that all the things have been generated successfully. So this is very simple program, so you can practice it, and I will provide all the necessary links in the description box below. And thank you guys for your time. Have a nice day.